Hey everyone, welcome to my channel for those of you who are new, and welcome back for those of you who are returning. Okay, this is going to be your spiritual messages, spiritual conversations in regards to your spiritual journey in the year 2022. So this is about spiritual growth on a conscious and subconscious level. So there are some things that you may not be necessarily thinking about right now because you're more focused on what's going on externally to you, right? Money, your career, your family, relationships, your health, right? So, sorry guys, I'm trying to get comfortable here. I think I need to move there we go. I need to move my chair back. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So we're going to jump into your spiritual reading for the sign of Libra, okay? Libra, this is going to be all of the year of 2022. What are some things you need to work on? What are some spiritual blockages? It doesn't matter what your spiritual walk is. It doesn't matter who or what you believe in. This is about subconscious and even maybe conscious spiritual blockages or spiritual lessons that you need to learn for this year, okay? When you move spiritually, your life on a mundane level also moves forward as well. So therefore we shed certain, like an old skin, and we end up growing a new one. So again, like I've been telling everyone, you may have been having astral projections, dreams, things like that, that are showing you what's going on in your life currently, on a physical sense, but also what's going on in the spirit realm. So where you exist now, where you're sitting, where you're standing, where you're laying, wherever you are right now, that's where your physical body is, right? But then there's also your spiritual body, the metaphysical, right? There's a part of yourself that is sitting or existing someplace in the underworld, someplace in another dimension, right? And that there is a cord connecting your physical self and your spiritual self. That is why we're alive right now, right? That's why you're alive. That's why you're here. So we're going to go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into your spiritual existence and the lessons that you need to learn, Libra, and how it is going to affect you on a physical, mental, and emotional level. Okay, so I normally pull oracle messages first, but this time I'm actually going to go ahead and shuffle through the tarot. Okay, and then I'm going to let the cards fall. The cards that fall and the cards that my spirit guides choose for you will be the cards for your reading. The first card that comes out will be the card that is the primary focus of your spiritual journey of the year 2022. Okay, so sorry if you hear noises outside. I think there's like a child across the street here. So sorry about all the noises. I have my window open. I hope you guys can hear me okay. And I hope that that's not distracting if you guys can hear that, okay? All right, Libra. Let's go ahead and pull your cards. Universe, source, archangels, ancestors, earth spirits, earth guides, please come before us for the sign of Libra. All my beautiful Libras around the world. What are some messages that will come forth for them on their spiritual journeys in the year 2022? First card out will be Libra's overall primary energies and focus in regards to their spiritual journey and how it will affect them in this physical plane. Let's see. I'm sorry, you guys, if you hear all this noise. Today's been an interesting day when it comes to what's going on in the world or what's going on with other people surrounding me for some reason. So there's some distractions, but I really hope that that doesn't bother you. I'm really sorry. So, for Libra, I have a Libra. It's interesting how all these it's interesting how the energies right now, they just feel kind of all over the place. I wonder if there are those of you, Libra, who are dealing with that in your lives. Distractions. Doesn't have to be huge distractions, just little ones, right? Could be that there are those of you that you just have a lot to do and you just need to prioritize. I'm really sorry, you guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can close my window. Hopefully the noises will kind of dim down a little bit. Give me 1 second, okay? All right, Libra. So sorry about that. Hopefully that is better. I'm so sorry. All right, so Libra, let's go ahead and let's pull the card. Let's see what's the first card that's going to come out for you, okay? For Libra. Universe Source, what cards do you have for Libra in regards to their spiritual journey in the year? Ooh, 2022. Ooh, that's a lot. Let me see here. I'm going to keep shuffling because that was quite a bit of cards. I want to know what cards was the first card. Universe, Source, Archangels, Ancestors for all signs of Libra for their spiritual journey and how it affects them in the mundane world at this time in the year 2022 for Libra. For Libra. Once again, there's a lot of distractions that I'm feeling. I don't know why. It's like when none of these distractions or noise were happening all day that I've been enjoying the day without distractions, but all of a sudden when I sat down to read you, all of a sudden all this like noises, you know, started happening. So once again, if there's any distractions going on, Libra, in your life right now, find inner peace. Find inner peace. Okay. Okay, so the card that fell and showed itself is the Six of Stones here. So Libra, what I feel here when it comes to your job or the work that you need to do in the spirit realm, it may be connected to the work that you're doing now in a project, or when it comes to your money or the economy in some way in your community or in your country or in your city. You're busy. I feel that the Libras that I'm speaking to, you've been busy. This year is a busy year for you. And it's going to be very important that you really pay close attention to the practicalities of your life, right? Very important that you pay attention to your business partnerships. But on a deeper level, looking at this card, Libra, in regards to your relationship with the universe, just remember that this year, when it comes to your spirit guides, your higher self, there should always be an equal give and take when it comes to between you and the universe. Remember that things that happen that are taken away from you, they're taken away from you because the universe needs you to give it something in order for it to offer you something in return. Or vice versa. If the universe offers you something, remember that the universe, when it's not just asking you for things out of spite or out of a lower vibrational energy. It's because it's here to grow you, okay? Also for others of you, if there's a relationship, a friendship, a family relationship, a business partnership where, I think I was saying this, who was I saying this to? Pisces? I think it was Pisces. I wonder if there are those of you who have Pisces in your chart or you're dealing with a Pisces, but some of you guys are dealing with a Pisces energy, or you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you have earth in your chart where There's a lesson to be learned in regards to reciprocity. Healing from relationships and experiences where there was a lack of reciprocity, right? Also remembering that though you do have a lot to offer, that does not mean that you have to offer everything. It doesn't mean that you should allow yourself to drain your resources or drain your energy because of what you're able to offer. It's okay to withhold energy to give someone else the chance to show what they are able or capable of offering in a relationship or a partnership. Whether it's a business relationship, family, friends, or sexual or romantic. Okay. And it could have been, though there are those of you that might be coming out of something where you felt trapped. You kind of felt trapped in something. And at some point this year, you will, or you already have recognized that I'm not trapped. I'm free to make my own decisions. I'm free to live as I see fit. As long as it's growing me and improving me, and also in some ways improving others that I come into contact with. But Libra, if there is a relationship, okay, we have the 5 of arrows that wanted to show itself. I'm going to pull 5 cards, okay? So 5 of arrows, which represents the five of swords. It's air energy. So it could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But for there are those of you who may have been having frustrations with someone, could be a parent, where their insecurities as an individual is causing them to clash with you on your journey towards confidence, independence, and prosperity within yourself as a soul. And their spirits are trying to figure out where you get that from. They may feel challenged in some way. And also because if they're of another generation, they have their own ways of being a parent. For those of you who are parents, Libra, if you have a mother or a father or, you know, a family member who's older than you, and they may be watching how you live your life as a parent, it may challenge them for some reason this year in 2022. There's someone that may feel defeated, or in your past, Libra, you have felt defeated. You felt like you were being bullied and you weren't heard. And in some ways you felt exploited. Okay. Okay, so this card wanted to show itself again. So yeah, there's something that you are definitely, if you haven't walked away from it already, Libra, you're definitely walking away from something this year. You have 2 8s in your reading. Very powerful. Very powerful. So there's a lot of success that is waiting for you in your future, Libra, in many different areas of your life, romantically, sexually, financially, with your family, with your friends, right? With your home, with your children. And then we have the 8 of arrows here, which represents the 8 of swords. So it's been an uphill battle. It's been an uphill battle. You felt trapped. You may still in some ways feel a little bit, especially if you're dealing with one person. They could be an air sign, a fellow air sign. They could be an earth sign. Okay. But with the 8 of vessels here, okay. Again, I feel like there are those of you who are busy. There's just a lot. It's almost like you're trying to pour into your cup. And even though that cup is getting filled, that cup is spilling into other people's cups, so to speak. That's fine. Like, that's that reciprocity. But at the end of the day, these people need to also contribute, okay? They need to contribute something. Or this person needs to contribute. Maybe it's your parent, because I'm looking at the 6 of stones here, and you see this father and his daughter, or this father and his granddaughter, right? And it says exploitation. So I feel like for you, Libra, there's someone in your life. It could be a mother, it could be a father, it could be a coworker, it could be a a romantic relationship, a friend, where the work that you're doing for yourself is bettering you, but other people, there's somebody involved. I don't know if it's one person. It could be multiple for you, Libra, but whoever this is or whatever this experience is, the relationships that you should be nurturing and entertaining should be ones that are also contributing as much as you're able and capable of contributing to the relationship and giving to the relationship. And this may be a struggle for you. It may be like, for some reason, I feel like it's family related or is someone who's close to you. It may not be a business partnership necessarily. It depends. But I feel like this could definitely be somebody who maybe in the past they bullied you, or, you know, if you weren't perfect or you didn't do the things that they wanted you to do, they would kind of bully you into like giving in to what they wanted you to do to some degree. Okay, and you always fell for it to some degree, but you were not happy about it. You weren't happy about those decisions, right? But I feel like I feel like there are those of you, Libra, you walked away from it. You're like, peace out, I'm done. Not saying that the relationship was absolutely terrible and super abusive. It could have been. I don't know what you're dealing with, right? But it could have been just a regular relationship, but maybe it was boring, or maybe it just was not making you happy. It was making you sick to some degree. It was not growing your spirit. Okay, so some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Cancer, or you're dealing with a water sign. This is the King of Vessels or the King of Cups. So this is a person, I feel that, okay, whether it's a male or female, okay, this could have been a parent of yours. They may have had a drinking problem. We're going to clarify these cards. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Bows, the Six of Wands. So you have 2 6s and 2 8s in your reading. Very powerful. So there's a lot of leaving the past behind, not giving into your insecurities. There is abundance here. There's Leo energy here as well. But you are gaining this abundance because of this relationship that you need to let go of or walk away from. Because your soul needs to be fed. You know, just like plants, they need to be fed, not just watered. But each plant survives on different types of weather, food, lighting, right? And different types of soil. What do you need, Libra? What do you need to be fed? What is your mind, your heart, and your soul? When you bring them into sync with one another, which is going to take time. Okay, if you haven't already taken the time. But what does your soul need to be fed in order to thrive and grow and expand? Because really this relationship from your past, or this person that you've known, you've had a history with them from your past, they're a bit of a bully, whether they mean to bully you or not. And it could be a parent where they just feel like, no, I know what's best for you. And if you don't follow this, then you're wrong. You're just wrong. And I'm right. This could have been your childhood, right? Following certain traditions within your family, or following certain traditions when it comes to romantic relationships based on what your community says is right or wrong, right? And you may have your own thoughts. You may have your own feelings. There are others of you, Libra, you feel at home with the water sign right now. They're really a breath of fresh air for you. And maybe you and this water sign, your journeys are mirroring each other. Okay? You are climbing uphill, really struggling with relationships or struggling with the circumstance from your past, and maybe this person came into your life and now they're the ones on that journey and you're just there to help, right? But I feel like if this is you and another person growing together, like if it's especially if it's a water sign, could be a male. If this is a water sign that you know and you get along with them really well and you just feel at home with them, you feel free to be yourself, then this is going to be a very healing and abundant time for you and this person spiritually, okay? Even if they are a romantic partner, right? However, and this person, if they're a water sign, they may have a drinking problem. They may have some type of a drinking problem, because I see the King of Vessels as like someone who drinks, whether it be on a healthy level or not. We'll clarify this in a moment. But on the other flip side of it, this is somebody from your past or someone that you're currently dealing with who probably has a drinking problem. And you're not growing with this person, or this person has some issues. Oh, they may have some issues with how you do things in your life, but that doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, Libra. It just means that that's their problem, right? If you're growing and you're changing and you're evolving, and this person just out of the blue is just like, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like how you're doing this. Like, this is like, doesn't make sense to me. That's not your problem. Especially if this person has self-esteem issues, especially if this person drinks, okay? And if they're a parent, if this is a parent of yours who has a drinking problem, Libra, for those of you who are dealing with that, or your parent is healing from a drinking problem, or your grandparent, aunt or uncle, whoever, their view and perspective of how you do things in your life, that is all up to you. It's not up to them. Okay? So, because you have 6 of bows at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like walking away from anybody's opinion about what you're doing, or walking away from a relationship because it's draining you and it's making you feel bullied, or it's making you feel as if you're not good enough, that's something you need to walk away from for this year, and just distance yourself, because this person, whoever this person is, they need to get their shit together. Okay, on the flip side. But this other person, if you're growing and you're changing, and whether they have a drinking problem or in the past or currently or not, this person's trying. You're gonna have a beautiful time with this person. Okay, they're trying though. They're kind of walking. They're struggling uphill in the snow, so to speak. Like it's a daunting time for them. You know, it's a daunting time. But you make sure, if you are in a relationship with them, make sure that you're pushing them. If this is not you, make sure you're pushing them to make sure that they're pulling their end of the relationship. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards for you guys, Libra. Very, very, very interesting for Libra for the year 2022, for their spiritual journey, and how it affects them in their physical lives. Spiritual journey and how it affects them in their physical lives. So once again, if you're dealing with somebody who has an addiction, or you're dealing with someone who is threatened in some way, doesn't matter who they are. You have family members, parents, siblings, best friends who feel triggered and threatened by your growth, because in some ways they may feel like, oh, you're doing better than me, so that's causing them to face their issues and their flaws, right? If they're a big enough person spiritually, they'll just face their problems and face their ego and be like, you know what, I need to learn from Libra. But if they're embracing their ego and they want to be stubborn, they're going to ridicule you. They're going to blame you. They're going to be jealous of you. But they may come across as if like, oh, you're just doing something wrong, and I'm just hurt that you're not considering me. Like all those types of words, you know what I mean? Or I just feel like you could be doing this better or that better. They may make it sound like, because I feel like this person might be good with words. They may talk to you in a way where it sounds like, oh, like I'm doing something wrong, or they're making sense. They're not. Sounds like they're making sense. I feel like there are those of you who are dealing with somebody who knows how to really sweet talk you. Even if it's a parent, they may know how to really like talk to you in a way where it sounds endearing and it sounds like they just want the best for you. Okay, but Libra, see through it. If you're growing, you already see through it. Okay, follow your spirit. So let's go ahead and clarify these 6 of stones here for you, Libra. First, clarify the 6 of stones for Libra for their spiritual journey in the year 2022. Clarify the 6 of stones for Libra. Yeah, King of Earth. So some of you guys are definitely dealing this person who's like using you, putting you at the forefront and expecting you to be the better person, while they kind of bask in the glory, or pretend like they're the ones doing the work. Again, this could be a parent. This could be an earth sign. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It doesn't have to be a male, because this is the King of Earth or the King of Pentacles. But this can definitely be a mother figure. Okay. It doesn't matter their sign, but this person is, I mean, they have a lot to give. Don't get me wrong. Now, again, if you're dealing with somebody who's just straight up taking advantage of you, you might want to leave that alone, okay? You need to leave it alone. You need to leave them or distance yourself from them, okay? But I feel like this person comes from a different generation. Once again, like I was saying earlier, the way they think is an old school mentality. They don't understand that the blessings that come to you, the changes that you're going through, is on a metaphysical level. It's on a spiritual, ethereal level. It is not something that you can just practically embrace by like spending money or like, you know what I mean? It's not something that you can pay for. It's something that you have to pay for with your soul, with your heart and your mind, right? Letting go of certain things that most people would be afraid to let go of for their spiritual growth, right? So again, it says a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered, the Midas touch. So there's somebody who knows that you have changed or you have a certain ability that they don't have. They want that, but they may be too prideful to admit that. And they may be a little bit sneaky in trying to get a piece of that without actually doing the work to actually contribute to the relationship so they can have you, your attention. Like if this is a parent, they may not feel like I need to do the work for you. You're my child. You know, you should be doing A, B, C, and D for me, or you should be listening to me. But it's like, I know that we live, you know, there's a lot of people who are old school who feel like their parents are the one, like they know everything or they know more than, no, we live in an age now where spirit, like where you are on your path, your parents have to heal themselves as much as you have to heal yourself. If you're a parent yourself, the way you parent your children may be different the way they parented you. The way, what you believe in as a religion or as a spirituality, they may believe something completely different. If this is a parent, okay? But if this is a relationship, then, you know, again, this person is a little triggered by your energy. And instead of wanting to contribute their energy, they just want to take yours or have a piece of yours, right? Without any conditions. So let's go ahead and clarify the 5 of arrows. But even if this is a job situation or work, once again, if there's somebody who's not putting in their work, but they're expecting you to get paid the low wage or whatever money you're supposed to get paid to do your work and their work, no, you need to have a conversation with your manager, okay? You need to have a conversation with your boss and let them know, like, hey, we're working on a team. They're supposed to be doing their job as much as I'm doing my job, right? So there may be some conversations in the workplace that you may need to have. Others of you, you know that you are worth more than what you're getting paid because of, again, this Midas touch, right? You have like the golden hand. You bless everything, and you know this, and you feel like you should be getting paid more because of the abilities and capabilities that you have, right? In your job, and you feel like maybe, you know, you should be getting paid more. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles and the Magician wanted to come out to clarify the 5 of arrows, I believe. So again, I still think that this is somebody, they might be an earth sign, but they may have some tricks up their sleeve, though. They may have a way of talking to you. They have a way of making you feel a certain type of way. Maybe to even feel bad for them even. And you may feel bad. But Libra, you don't have to change your momentum. You don't have to slow yourself down for this person. They need to speed up, right? Or they need to just stick with their own path, because I feel like this person is troubled. If they're bullying you or if they're trying to make you feel a certain type of way about your growth. They're struggling spiritually. Yep. Well, yeah, I'm going to take this one because there's 3 of them that wanted to come out already, but this is similar. So you have the Emperor. So some of you guys, this is definitely a parent, a father figure specifically, but this can also be a mother figure. It doesn't matter. They just have more masculine energy. They might be an Aries, but again, they're more logical. They're more structured, and, you know, they're more disciplined in certain things that, you know, they feel is practical. But you're disciplining yourself in other ways, Libra. You may be disciplining your children in a different way than your parents disciplined you, right? And this is a different generation. Others of you, Libra, if you're still you're transforming the way you think, because maybe you were more disciplined and practical and logical, and you didn't really dive deep into the spirit realm in a very long time or ever, and you need to, right? You need to recognize your abilities, not just in the mundane world, but even on a spiritual level, right? It starts from within, as I've been telling everybody. Your journey starts from within. Your journey started before you were even placed in an embryo and born into this world as a little baby. You were an energy, and that energy was being improved. It was being sharpened, right? It was being nurtured from energies that we can't see with our naked eye. So you need to work on that energy. And again, if you're surrounded by somebody who is not understanding your journey, that's fine. They don't need to understand your journey. You just keep going. You don't slow down for them to explain anything to them. If they can't handle your shine and they can't handle where you're going, then they just can't go with you. Like, you know, this person sees what you're made of. They see what you're capable of, right? And they may be threatened by it. They may be threatened by it. So let's go ahead and clarify the 8 of Cups here. Libra, let's clarify the 8 of Cups for Libra for their spiritual journey in the year 2022. Why is the 8 of Cups here? Okay, we have the Page of Cups. This person may communicate with you in little spurts. I don't see them having, like, maybe they are having full-fledged conversations with you, but you're on a learning journey. You're learning to really trust your gut. You're really learning to trust your intuition and where you're going this year in 2022. At least you should, if that's advice for you, right? You need to trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, be like, this doesn't feel right and I need to do this. Or I need to not do that. Even if there's no confirmation from anybody that you should be doing it, take this as confirmation here. Like, whatever your gut is telling you about a relationship or work environment, there's something you need to leave. Something that you need to step away from. Your intuition is telling you, I need to distance myself from this person, right? In love. Yeah, because you have the Page of Water or the Page of Cups, so. Trust your spirit. Your spirit could be telling you, you need to walk away from this person. And you may feel like, okay, maybe that's me being extra, or maybe that's me just feeling a certain type of way about this person's words and what they're telling me. Because again, the person that you're dealing with, some of you Pisces, like, they know how to talk. They know how to talk to you to make you feel a certain way, right? Even when they approve of you, it makes you feel like, oh, I'm doing something good, right? But I think that your gut is like, no, like they're wrong, right? They're wrong. Let's see what the 8 of Swords is talking to you about, or the 8 of Arrows. Okay. What is the 8 of Arrows speaking to my Libra people about, my lovely Libras? What is the 8 of Arrows speaking to Libra about for their spiritual journey as it affects their physical lives as they exist in the physical plane? Why is the 8 of Arrows here? So again, this might be a bit of a struggle for you, Libra, to really face this and to really walk away from this energy. But your soul, I feel, but realize you're not stuck. Realize that you don't have to give in to what this person is saying. If you say no to this person and you say, you know, you disagree with this person, it's okay to disagree with them. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't make you a bad, you know, friend or a bad, you know, it doesn't make you a bad person. Okay. Yeah, so you have renewal. I'm going to pull one more card, which is the Judgment card. Yeah, you're going to, I feel like this year the universe is asking that if you haven't faced this relationship, or you haven't faced this situation head on, and you haven't really recognized like what's going on with this person and how they're trying to in some ways manipulate you or make you feel bad for the journey that you're on, leaving them behind or doing better than them in some way, shape, or form. The universe wants you to really just sit back and review your relationship with this person, or your relationship with this place that you're in, okay? Or this environment that you're in. Because, let's clarify the King of Vessels as well. Universe says, please clarify the King of Vessels. When you look at the facts, not just objectively of this relationship or this situation, if you're looking at the facts and you're being objective instead of allowing your emotions to get in the way of your perspective of this person or this situation, I think you'll see much more clearly that your intuition was right. You might feel a whole lot better. You may feel a whole lot better after gaining more clarity within yourself about this person or about this situation, right? Because I feel like, okay, for others of you, you have the Knight of Water and the Five of Water here wanted to fall out. This person, there are those of you who, there was a water sign that's dealing with a lot of past issues, a lot of trauma, okay? They may be in love with you still if you're not with them now, or you may have been in love with them a long time ago, okay? But it's in the past now. Or maybe you're in love with them now and you're with them. They're just dealing with a really tough time, okay? Especially if they drink. But there's someone else here. If this is not a romantic partner, it could just be a friend. This could be a parent, a family member, once again, who loves you very much or you love them very much, but there's still some past hurts. Somebody crying over spilled milk here, so to speak. But the bottom of the deck overall, you have the Nine of Wands. You need to be more confident in where you've come from. You know, you've come a long way. Be confident where you stand now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, Libra, because if there's any friendships or anyone that's making you feel guilty for not giving them the time of day, maybe like you used to in the past, maybe there's someone you used to talk to all the time in the past and now you don't really talk to them as much because you're busy building your life. If they can't really understand that they have their own life that they need to build themselves, and when they recognize how busy that can cause them to be when you're building your life and growing as a person, you end up wanting to spend more time with yourself and spend more time with people who actually get you in the place that you are in your journey currently. So does that mean that you don't want to talk to this person? Absolutely not. It just means that you're busy, right? If this person can't understand that and respect it, whatever this person is upset at you for, that's their problem, right? If you're doing the best that you can to be a good friend, a good child, like a good daughter, a good son, a good husband, a good wife, a good girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, if you're doing the best that you can to be there and to, you know, be a loving energy in people's lives, those that you care about, and that's still not enough for them, and they see how much you've grown, but they don't want to admit that you've grown, they just see it as a threat to their existence or a threat to their journey, again, that's their problem, not yours, okay? Their problem. But I have a feeling that this person really cares about you for sure, or you both care about each other. So this could be somebody at work and you guys are romantically attracted to one another, or this is just a significant other, whether you're married or not, or this is a family member, okay, or a sibling. This can also be an ex, okay? This can be an ex. Somebody who's still trying to make you feel bad for moving on from them and bettering your life. They just need to let go of their ego and recognize, like, maybe this could be the father of your child too. It depends. It depends, okay? It could be your mother. It could be your father. So let's go ahead and see. I'm going to pull some oracle messages, 3 oracle messages for you guys, and then we're going to bring the reading to a close, Libra, okay? For Libra. One card from this. Oh. All right, I guess I'll take this one. You got the cross or the plus sign, so, you know, you're trying to add on to your life. You're trying to expand yourself, right? That's what I see this card as, expansion. This can also be surrounding religion for you, right? But you're trying to expand your mind, expand your horizons, and broaden your horizons, right? Expand yourself and your soul. If you're dealing with someone or like a situation where the people involved are not trying to expand, they're just trying to remain comfortable in your shadow or in your light, those aren't the people for you. You may need to make it very clear, Libra, that to these people or this person, like, hey, I'm trying to grow right now. I'm trying to better my life. What are you going to come with me? Are you going to better yourself? Are you going to face your ego like I'm facing mine, right? And others of you, Libra, this can just be about just you. It doesn't even have to involve a person. It could just be that you have so many wants, needs, and desires, and you're battling in your mind about practicality, practical things, disciplining yourself, you know, in practical and logical ways. And the universe is just letting you know there may be a god or a goddess here of water who's here to let you know, like, no, we're gonna pull you a little bit deeper underwater here, so you can see what you're capable of and see how you can better yourself from the underworld, so that you can shine outwardly into your waking life, right? So this can just be you. You need to review your life. You need to review, you know, what you've been doing towards others and even towards yourself and towards what you believe in. And this year is all about you gaining more confidence in yourself, right? And kind of like showing yourself off and making a statement of like, hey, I've grown. I can shine just like, you know, everybody else, right? All right. Let's see here. For Libra, for their spiritual messages for the year 2022, the year of 2022. This is all about expansion for you, Libra. For the year 2022 for Libra, the year 2022 for Libra, for their spiritual messages moving forward in their lives in the year 2022 for Libra. Let's see. For Libra. Ooh. It's a lot. I don't think I need all those. All right. That's too many. One card, Universe Source, for my beautiful Libras for their spiritual journey in the year 2022. Ooh. Sorry. I'm not sure if that wanted to fall out for Libra for the year 2022. The year 2022. Sorry, all of these cards just want to keep falling out, and I'm like, I can't choose all these cards. I just need one, right? So I'm going to shuffle 5 times from now, and I'm just going to choose the card because it looks like the universe has a lot to say, okay, with these cards. So 1 for Libra. Okay, well, it looks like this one wanted to pop out. Wow, and the one that did fall out showed itself at the bottom. So you got self-acceptance that wanted to show itself again. So it wants me to show it to you. It says, I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. And there's someone here who doesn't really like that about you. They're feeling a little bit left out, but it's like you're not meant to bring them on this journey if they haven't gotten to that point. But the card that flew out was Tiger's Eye, Courage, and it says, I am courageous and this energy supports me throughout my journey. Libra, whatever you're afraid of when it comes to like standing up to this person, the universe is like, stop being afraid. This person is just as scared. They're afraid of your shine, and they're showing their teeth because they're intimidated, right? They're intimidated by your energy, and instead of embracing it, they're scared of it, and they feel like they have to attack it in some way to make you look just as small as they are in their energy, in your energy, right? Don't dim your light, don't slow down, don't hit the brakes for anybody, right? Don't hit the brakes. We all have a spiritual responsibility to ourselves, right? The universe takes no excuses whatsoever, okay? So let's pull one more oracle message, and I'm going to read this to you guys, okay? For Libra, for their spiritual messages in the year of 2022 for Libra. For the year 2022, for the year 2022, their spiritual messages, spiritual lessons, and spiritual journeys for the year 2022 for Libra. Oop. Let's see. Ooh, there's two of them. Okay, this is the one that wanted to show itself. So, you have play. Play. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and read this card to you, and that we will be done with your reading, Libra. Okay, it's card number 139. And it says, follow pleasure whenever the way is clear. Try to find joy in life's circumstances to maintain your beauty. Laugh. So Libra, there's someone who doesn't like seeing you laugh. There could be... Or you could have been living a life where you're not laughing as much. You weren't happy. And if you're not happy, get happy. It's time to start smiling. It's time to start finding moments that make you happy instead of focusing on the big things in your life. Sometimes you need to bring it down and focus on the little things so that way you're not stressed out, right? The universe is giving you no excuses this year, Libra. Be happy. Whether you're dealing with a relationship that doesn't want you to be happy, or it's just you. It's your demons that you need to fight within yourself, okay? Be happy. Expand yourself. Expand your happiness. Even if there's others who don't want to accept it, okay? Much love and light to all of you, Libra. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Take care, Libra. Bye.